cussing at me. Don't Facebook Live me.
No, I'm not. I'm just recording. Okay, continue.
I have to think for a second.
That's fine.
Where do we live? Give me some scenarios.
Well, we're in the Alaskan tribe.
We're in the Alaskan
I am the
Eskimo
Snow
tribe.
Queen.
You're the Snow Queen.
Damon is Snow King.
Damon is the Snow King. Val is the Snow Duke. Now we're British. And I am the Snow Duchess. We live in a big cabin that Val and Damon made with their bare hands.
What else do they use? What the hammer?
Yeah.
The hammer was fashioned out of a seal. A seal carcass that they hardened over a smoke-bearing fire pit that they built with their bare hands. And poop. Bear poop.
Y'all
We are
living
left.
in a poop cabin.
No,
That's what you said.
no, the stone smoker is made out of rocks and poop.
Okay, what does our cabin look like?
Our cabin is huge. It's giant. It looks like a castle, but it's made out of only branches from the trees that they cut down using sharpened sea lion teeth.
Shut yourself.
There's no sharks in Alaska. It's too cold.
There are fucking sharks.
There are no sharks in Alaska.
I can't.
Val
I'm pretty
kills
sure
them
there are
all.
tundras.
Val killed them.
Damon showed Val how to kill the sharks in the Alaskan waters.
And then
What do we eat?
the seals there too.
It is our job as the women, minus Val, she's a woman too, but she's a man woman, so it doesn't count. That's what the Alaskan Eskimo people call her. The man woman in their native language.
Okay.
It is our job as the women to collect the berries in our baskets we make from leaves. And
So weird.
I was looking for that for like an hour. My phone wouldn't connect to the Bluetooth.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Anyways,
Back to story time. That was interlude.
we ice fish using our bare feet.
Bare feet. Not our bare hands.
Indigenous people taught us how to fish with our feet.
Okay.
And so we go out on the lake and we punch a hole in the ice.
You know, you haven't explained. What are we wearing?
We wear dresses, glorious dresses, made of polar bear skin and penguin blubber. The penguin blubber is for insulation. It keeps us warm. We live off of a diet of fish and moose and whale blubber.
I thought we were berries too.
We eat berries on the summer season when it's bright 24 hours a day. We take showers outside. Damon and Val developed a piping system using the hollowed out bones of wolves. Oh, I'm good right now. Yeah. They fashioned a faucet using the urethra of a walrus. Multiple of them.
So we all just live together like
We
this.
all live together like this. We wear. My crown is made out of leather
Whoa.
that
BDSM now.
was made from other human beings.
Oh.
Because this is what happened. I have to tell you what happened. So one day we were out ice fishing with our feet, and somebody else from the other side of the village came over to our side of the village where we were ice fishing with our feet, and they called you a whore
They call me a whore.
in our native language. Well, their native language, it's not our native language. And we used a conch shell that's made out of a giant Alaskan crab. Eddie, don't even like worry about what's happening over here. To call Damon and Val with. So we're in the ice and we're ice fishing with our feet and someone called you a whore because they tried to blame you. They tried to say you were an adulterer. And so we like sound the horn conch, and Damon and Val come riding in on the wolves. We have trained wolves that are our palace wolves, and they come riding in, so they're galloping in on their wolves. They have their spears in their hand, just their buffalo skin, loincloths on, no shoes. And they come in
With their hair flowing.
and in the wind. It's Val's grown her hair out too.
Yeah.
It's just long AF. And Damon's like, what happened? You only sound the conch in an emergency. And so we tell him what happened. So Damon sacrifices this man to the Kraken.
Kraken. Okay.
Our tribe has a Kraken.
I hope you know that, like, in a year from now, if you're back with Val and I really am, like, sleeping with Damon, I'm gonna fucking pull this video up. And I'm gonna be like, 1 year ago, we lived in the wilderness.
Okay, give me another situation.
Another situation.
I'm very trained at improv. I can do this for hours.
Aaron's there to visit
Aaron comes
with
up.
with Tinder.
I need to go back.
Aaron comes up to visit. Her and Tinder have 4 children. They're all little Tinders. Little Tinder Tanya. Little Tinder Junior. Little Tinder Tasha, she's named after Tasha. And Little Tinder Todd. They're all look exactly like Tinder. Now Tinder looks like he could possibly be native to Alaska, correct?
It is. It is.
So she brings him with her, and she decides that she wants a divorce. Because she caught him on Tinder,
She caught Tinder on Tinder.
talking to another Eskimo.
Who has a cell phone?
We have cell phones
Oh, okay.
and flat screens.
We don't have shoes, but we got cell phones.
We don't wear shoes. Our feet have adapted to the weather conditions. We can walk without shoes.
Okay, I feel you. My bad.
You remember earlier in the story, we were ice fishing with our feet.
Right, for real. Okay.
So Aaron and Tinder and their 4 Tinder children come up to visit us for the Northern Lights. We're gonna do like a big thing. We're gonna have some like barbecued moose butt. Like we're gonna share our rations for the cold months with them. Like it's a big deal. But Aaron finds out that Tinder is cheating on her with an Eskimo, and that Eskimo lives in our village.
What a hell. So we kill her, right?
Not just kill her.
Okay, good.
So, you and me and Aaron go for an ice fishing.
Are you guys still like putting like super small buds like off to the side?
No.
Or are you just disintegrating that shit into shape?
Disintegrate.
Cool.
I have not been disintegrating. I've just been avoiding. But yeah, disintegrate.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that shit that's like left over? You just gotta put that in the grinder, right? Oh, okay, yeah. Cool.
Yep. I'm gonna wait till Erin gets back to continue my story
Okay.
because she missed out on her life.
Okay, well, I want you to catch her up.